Hi everyone, this is Marianne and welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to write in my plans into the daily pages of my planner for the month of February 2022, specifically for February 6 to March 6. This is my planner right here. I have a video about how this planner has been set up, and I will leave a link to that video in the description box in case you're interested to watch it. And here are my daily pages for February 7 to March 6, 2022. I use the day on 2.6 pages and I make these pages myself. I have a video about how I made these and I will also link that down below. I only ever use a pencil in my planner, and my pencil of choice is this Tombow Monograph mechanical pencil with a 0.5 tip, and I did a review of this on my channel as well, and I will link the video down below. Now I am going to just fold out these weekly tip-ins that will contain my goals and my tasks for every single week. Again, how do I use these weekly tip-ins? I explain all of that in my video about how I plan. Now, because there is this metal pen holder right here, the writing surface for the weekly tip-ins is not flat. So what I do is I just put in something to create a flat surface for writing. And it just so happens that right now I was able to pull out my disc-bound cash envelope system to use for this purpose. I made this cash envelope system myself from scratch, and I will link the video down below. I also have a review of the metal pen holder in my channel, which will be linked below as well. And then I just take out my monthly spread for February because I already have some things written in it, and that information is what I will be transferring to the daily pages. Now this video is actually late. I did film this on the 3rd of February, but I wasn't really sure how to edit it because when I was filming the video, and actually even now, I know very little about how my February is going to be. What I was writing down on the daily pages in this video is the very few bits of information that I know for February 7 to March 6, but I went ahead anyway. And that's okay. Sometimes it's just really like that. We go into a month not knowing what's going to happen. For the day-to-day, although we do have our goals, the day-to-day is not very clear yet. But in due time, we will figure it out and everything will be okay. I do have 3 major projects to focus on this February until March 6. One is my graduate thesis. I am preparing it now for final submission and the final defense. That will be for all of February. Another major project is my first novel. I've written half of it last 2012. It was a project for the National Novel Writing Month for that year. You are supposed to write 50,000 words in the entire 30 days of November, and that's what I did. I wrote 50,000 words within the month of November, but turns out it wasn't enough. The story was not finished in 50,000 words. It was just half of the novel. And I did revisit that draft last year because that's what I submitted to the 60th University of the Philippines National Writers Workshop. And I got a lot of useful feedback and insight from everyone, from the panelists and from my co-fellows. It was an awesome experience, and that was in August of 2021. I was able to work on my novel draft after that, little by little, after the workshop, but starting this year I started to dive in. I made a major breakthrough in the work last January, and now I can continue with the work. And my third major project is a book about the history of one of the best universities in my country. It's a massive project, and the history is going to be composed of 12 different books. Each book will be written by one writer, and I am one of those writers. There's a lot of coordination going on, and everyone is working from home because of the pandemic. But this university is phenomenal in creating an electronic workspace for all of us. They did the research for us, uploaded everything into a system for each writer. And each writer has an actual librarian that can manage these electronic sources for us. I am so amazed at how organized everything is, and I feel so lucky that I don't have to do any legwork at all as a writer, because in my experience in the past, writing commissioned work, writers also do the research. It's part of the tasking of the writer. doing the research. But with this project, this university did all of that for us, did the research for us. Well, also because they know it won't be easy for any of us to go around because of the pandemic. But we still have to do extra research work. The writer, I mean, has to do extra research work. We have to interview a bunch of people, do further probing, and after we have read through all of the research materials that have been prepared for us, we still have to determine if we need more information that's not already uploaded. There's lots of work to do still, but the bulk of the research has already been done for us. This project is an amazing opportunity for me, and it's a prestigious project, and everyone has been so efficient so far. The work started in February too. It was kicked off by our very first video conference. And there are Zoom interviews scheduled already, and I have been going through the research materials every single day. The project will run until July 31, but there are deadlines almost every 2 weeks or so. So those are the three major projects that I know for sure that I have to plan for this time, and work has to be done on all three every single day. All the other aspects of my life, I don't know much about, but I don't have to know about them for sure now. I know I'll be able to make the proper judgment call when I know more. And that's how my February 2022 looks right now here in the video. I do have a video about how I plan, which explains the whole process, including those tiny side tabs that you see me gluing on earlier, and I will link that video in the description box. Now that the plans have been written on in these pages, I can now put in the half sheets that I use for tracking in between every 2 pages for the day, in order to make this a day on 2.6 pages. On the colored side of the half sheet is my 24-hour tracking, where I write down all of the activities that I have done or have focused on or have spent time on for the day. And on the back side of this are the tracking for my year in pixels and also the notable thoughts and events of the day. I have a video about my year in pixels, and I will link that down below. These pages are working so well for me. I have been on the day on 2.6 pages starting January 2022, and I just continued that. And the only change that I made was that I made these rainbow colored. And by the way, I only put in the half sheets week by week, only for the week that is incoming, not for the entire month, because like I said, these half sheets are just for tracking, not for planning. And also because there's hardly any space on my discs. My planner is so chunky. I am already on the metal expander discs from the Happy Planner, and they have a diameter of 1.75 inches, but of course these are not enough. I need bigger discs. And I really like these rainbow colored half sheets. And well, that is my video for you today. I hope you enjoyed. How do you plan for your month? Are you on the daily pages or the weekly pages? Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.